Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please the Kantrud
Kannibals.
family. I have some special guests here and it is really very special situation. It's a leader on the leaderboard of the four-way beginner class, the A class. It's the Kantrud Kannibals.
Yes.
But the special thing about it is it's all one family. And I love family business in four-way, as you may have noticed if you follow the NSL news a little bit. You know, there are a few families in the history of not many at all. And I know nothing about you, except there's Connor and Cassie and some more fathers and mothers. And so it's father, mother,
It's actually stepmom.
and siblings here,
Yes.
and the coach.
And the coach.
So please do for me, just talk about yourself
Okay.
and the whole amazing story, so
Okay.
we can all hear about it.
Okay, so I started skydiving when I was 15. Started young and became a jump master. Jump mastered my father, and went to college. Won collegiate nationals. Won gold in collegiate nationals back in '95.
Okay.
Then kind of got out of jumping for a while. Came back 2006 for a year or two. Got out. Came back in 2019. Skydiving. My dad has since passed away. Adam here was on a team competing in nationals for a couple years, and 3 years, and they lost a member a year and a half ago. And I tried out for his team and did not make the cut. And
You started your own team.
so that's literally what happened. I said, well, shoot, you know, my son was already a skydiver. As soon as he turned 18, my son started skydiving, so he was skydiving.
So were you jumping from planes too?
Yeah.
The whole family?
No, well, just him first. So he turned 18 first.
Yeah,
Now
you
he's
of
20.
course, but-
Yeah, and then Cassie is only 17, so she can't jump until she turns 18 in July. My wife actually.
I've done a few.
Yeah, so she's done a few
solo
jumps.
jumps.
Yeah, so she did some AFF over Christmas. So anyway, I didn't make the team, and I was sitting around thinking, my son's a skydiver, my daughter's interested in the tunnel, Tanya was interested in the tunnel. I'm like, why don't we just form our own team? So that's what we did. We formed our team. They got signed off in the tunnel late February, early March last year. So we could do four-way, and it's rough. We have some videos.
We got bloopers.
We got lots of bloopers.
You are way ahead of the
Our
field.
blooper reel is hilarious.
And it's long. It's long.
And it's also 10 minutes long.
We've come a long way to
Send it my way, please.
I will. So there, like, we could barely form a random formation in March. We were
That's
crashing.
where we
and,
really leaned on Adam.
Oh yeah, so I'll jump in here as the coach. You know, we've heard a lot of things like, oh, you guys are so good, you must be ringers. You're sandbagging. You don't belong in beginner. 1 year ago at this competition, 1 year ago today, 3 of the 4 of them had never been in a tunnel and could not fly on their bellies. I would argue it does not get more beginner than that.
Yeah.
I
So-
agree.
This is the first season. I was actually super excited to coach this team just because they're a lot more motivated to learn and put in practice hours and train hard than even my previous team, which is why it's been a great honor to work with this team. And they've been absolutely
So we,
busting their butts for a year, just training so hard. And I'm really proud of them today. They made old coach proud.
And
Yeah.
and we're lucky to have him.
yeah. So we started training in March, but my son goes to school in Texas. So we live in Arizona. So luckily we put him in the same slot that Adam flies. So Adam would fly with us while my son was away at college. My son we'd fly him back every month or two, and we'd practice a bunch when my son was back from college. And when he's back for the summer, we practice a bunch. And so we've been kind of learning that way and been training really hard. We named the team Kantrud Kannibals after my dad passed away in 2019. He was an Air Force pilot, and I just remember he had a squadron, and his squadron was nicknamed Kantrud's Kannibals. And I just remember growing up, and he had it on his wall,
sweet.
Kantrud's Kannibals. And in fact, with the skull with the knife in his mouth, my dad had this for 20 years. It was a picture of his squadron. A couple guys had knives in their mouths. You know, as a kind of a fun picture, as a Kantrud's Kannibals underneath it. So that's why I named the team this.
Sure, honoring
It's
family legacy.
honoring
with the
family
family
legacy.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also very humbled and honored to be an adopted Kantrud.
Adopted Kantrud. Yes.
Well, it sounds like we will hear more from your team.
Yep.
So after the indoor championship, sometime soon, after
Mm-hmm.
Cassie is...
We're thinking about outdoor, maybe doing it out of a plane.
Are you
Yeah.
planning to jump? You want to jump from plane
Absolutely.
too?
On my 18th birthday.
Yeah.
this
What a
summer.
question, huh?
Yeah. So she's all.
How many jumps do you have, Connor?
61.
61 or
Yeah.
more than enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a lot of time in the tunnel, and Cassie's a big tunnel rat. She's free flying in the tunnel now, so she's been doing all that stuff now.
Well, I have to say that I'm quite impressed actually what I see already now. So we will show the video, of course, of your competition here,
Okay.
so people can look at this.
Mhm.
And I can't wait to see and hear more. So
Okay.
keep going, keep me up to date.
Thank
And
you.
Awesome.
it was a pleasure to find you and know you now. And I'll keep my eyes on you too.
Fantastic.
Great.
Thank
you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yes.